All right, well, here we are again, everyone. Episode number 10 of What I Got This Week. And of course, let me begin by saying, welcome back! So, episode 10. All right, I gotta say, nothing can compete with last week. Last week's episode 9 was one of the best What I Gots and What I Ever Gots ever. The Captain Marvel premiere was amazing. I mean, you saw the episode. It was great. So this week we have a shorter episode, short, sweet, but a good one nonetheless. We have our top 5 comics of the week, classic comic review, we have some toys, and that's basically it for the week. So first of all, let's begin with our top 5 books of the week. All right, right off the bat, we're starting with Marvel, Wolverine, The Long Night, number 3. This is the one I've been reviewing for quite a while so far already. And what's going on is that Wolverine is discovering something going on. However, again, this is not from Wolverine's point of view. We very, very, very rarely see Wolverine in this. It's mostly seen from the point of view of a couple of agents who are out inspecting and investigating these murders. It turns out it might be connected to drugs. It might be connected to this rich family in Alaska. It could be Wolverine. We still don't know. It's a good whodunit. It's working out pretty well. I like it. So, my number 5 for the week, Wolverine. All right, next up for the week, we have Winter Soldier number 4. Again, I reviewed a previous issue on a previous episode, and here we have more of Bucky trying to rehabilitate a young boy named RJ, and in his endeavors, we discover RJ's real dad. Turns out it is his real dad. Now, what happens? Spoiler, Bucky accidentally kills the guy. It actually was an accident, but now this kid is pissed off. It's going to turn ugly. I'm curious to see where they're going. It was a good fill-in issue. I liked it, and we'll see where it culminates in issue 5. But this is my number 4 for the week. Interesting. Number 4 at number 4. I like that. All right. Next up, what do we have? We have Superman number 9. This is another continuation of the run by Brian Michael Bendis. And here we have the story continuing where young Jonathan Kent with his, well, most likely his grandfather, who are traveling through space. It's been weeks, but he's come back years older. And he's now spent time in a different Earth working and dealing with the crime syndicate. It's kind of funny, actually. It's a good issue. It connects well. It leaves on a cliffhanger. It's a good comic book. It's an issue that's kind of part of a series. It answers a couple of questions and leaves a heck of a lot more unanswered. So I liked it. Number 3 for the week. Plus, again, Brian Michael Bendis. How could you go wrong with this? It is just a gorgeous issue. All right. Next up for the week, what do we have? We have Amazing Spider-Man number 17. This is the long-awaited beginning of the story arc of The Hunted. Kraven the Hunter has basically cloned himself. We have his sons, who are now down to 1, who has killed the rest. And we have something going on where they're trying to kill Superman and all of his enemies and or friends. We have Superman being kidnapped. We have him awakening in the symbiote suit, possibly another Venom connection. It's a lot of questions. It's a good intro. I liked it. It's my number 2 for the week. But it's not number 1. That honor has to go to the Grim Knight number 1. Ooh, number 1 and number 1. This is a new series. This was a character that was created as part of the Metal series, part of the Batman Who Laughs series, and the Grim Knight is part of an Earth Batman where this Bruce Wayne, as a child, didn't just give in. He embraced guns, and he wants to go and kill every criminal out there. This is an intro story into the Grim Knight and to his mentality. It is a dark, dark version of Batman, but it's great. Why is it great? Because it's written once again by Scott freaking Snyder. The man is amazing. Now, why is he so amazing? I'll get to that a little bit later in this episode. But on top of that, you might notice that James Tynion IV, right there, is also one of the writers behind this. It's a great issue, a great arc. I can't wait to see where it goes. It connects so well to a lot of what's already been written out there. Number 1 for the week. All right, guys. So, now we have our classic comic review. So why do I keep mentioning Scott Snyder? Why is his name brought up in so many episodes? Because the man is a modern-day genius. He is the person who has taken Batman to new directions. And one of the major books that basically I think epitomizes who he is, A lot of people love The Court of Owls. It's a great intro, but I have to go with this week's classic comic review, Batman, Death of the Family. Not to be confused with Death in the Family. That was the issue I also reviewed previously, where Robin dies. No, this is a new story arc. In this particular one, it goes deep. First of all, what the hell is this? What is this? This is the Joker with his face cut off. You see, in a previous story arc, the Joker, to show that he is truly in control somehow, asked the doll maker to cut off his face, so he did. Joker's now back, and he gets his face back from the Gotham Police Department evidence locker, and he wants to go and terrorize Batman and the Bat family. This is one of the darkest issues, but what makes it so amazing is the artwork as well. I'm not sure if you can tell here, guys, but the artist here is Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo has been an artist in the comic book world for years. He's worked in Image Comics, he's worked in DC and Marvel. He is a legend. Now, I have to show you a couple of pieces here. This is an infamous piece here where we have Alfred getting beaten, or about to get beaten, by this new Joker. As you can see what's going on with his face, he's wearing his old mask, his old face as a mask. But to keep it on, he's got to use this weird, like, well, strings and rubber bands and whatnot. And so at one point, there's going to be a major fight. Batman and the Joker. And what do we have? We have Batman kicking his ass, breaking some of the strings and bands. He's literally flying through fire. The artwork here is gorgeous. It is well written. You cannot ask for a better comic book than this. And so I recommend it. If this is going to get anything, this is going to get a 4.99 out of 5 wigs. Why not a perfect 5, you might ask? It's hard to get that. I only reserve for the absolute best. This had a couple of moments where, just for a split second, it felt like it dragged, but no one can really notice that if you're not a hardcore comic book aficionado. It is gorgeous. It is worth buying. Batman, Death of the Family. All right, so next up, guys, we have a quick little clip we have because people ask, Dan, what kind of toys do you have? What about your gold pops? How many do you got? So let me show you this, and then we'll be right back, all right? Show it. Alright, so there you have it, guys. This is one of my toys that I have. As you can tell, it's been redone for the set here, the gold pops. The newest addition, as you may have seen in the video there, is this, my new Iron Spider pop. If you guys can see this, the glow is just amazing. I love the gold pieces. Now, I have to be honest, there's a couple more I have to get yet. My daughters have Gamora and Black Widow. We do not have Star-Lord and Shuri yet. We have to get those, and we will. But for this week, we have this Iron Spider. It is a gorgeous piece. It's going to fit in really well to my collection. If you remember, Doctor Strange has been added to the collection as well. So we have that, and we have a new pin this week as well. It's a classic one. If I can show this real quick, let's see. This is Action Comics #1. And it's a great one because, well, it's a cute little enamel pin. It's going to look really nice in my collection. I like it. So that's what I got this week, guys. I got my top 5 books. I got my classic comic review. I got a couple new toys. I organized the office. So that's what I got. Next week, we're going to have a lot more to do. I'm hoping to get a new Loot Crate shipment in very soon, guys. A new movie review, possibly a new game review. So that's what I got for this week. As usual, thank you. Comment down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Wig out.